With Aeolus XXX, we knew we wanted to make more than just a lighter, faster wheel. We wanted to directly address the two most common complaints of aero carbon wheels: lack of stability and braking performance. Let's start with stability. More stability means more confidence, and if a rider is more confident, they can ride a deeper, more aerodynamic wheel faster in more conditions. In order to better understand the challenge, we conducted a stability study that compared rider feedback to wind speed and yaw data in real time during test rides. Through this, we identified the precise conditions that make wheels feel unstable. Then we took that information to the wind tunnel, where we could isolate the exact speeds and crosswind angles needed for further testing. At Bontrager, we have access to an incredible array of resources and technologies for testing and development that simply don't exist elsewhere in the industry. These resources allowed us to take learnings from the road and wind tunnel into the most advanced computer modeling test environment available. Using this software, we created and tested over 10,000 rim shapes, applying our learnings from each design into the next. Through this, we learned that there's a plottable curve that defines the relationship of speed and stability for every depth. Any point on the curve represents a shape optimized for both aerodynamics and stability. After identifying the shapes that represent the fastest and most stable of the 10,000 designs, we further refined those winning shapes through a similar exploration, studying their weight and stiffness. The final result of this research was rim shapes for 3 specific depths that provide the best possible combination of lightweight, aerodynamics, stability, and stiffness. At Bontrager, we are makers with a strong manufacturing heritage. Aeolus XXX wheels begin in the same red barn where the first Trek bikes were made. Here we machine all of the molds, working out tolerances tighter than half a sheet of paper and polishing them to a mere finish needed to consistently manufacture the best carbon rims available. Once manufactured, we took these back to the wind tunnel for testing. We compared them to best-in-class competitors to validate that we'd accomplished everything we'd set out to achieve. Ride tests with our professional teams affirmed everything we set out to accomplish. With full confidence and stability across all depths, Trek Segafredo now rides deeper wheels with added speed compared to races in previous years. Beyond stability, braking performance is the biggest concern with full carbon wheels. We developed a laser etching process to cut a textured brake track into the rim. This surface creates better modulation with an increased sense of control and an overall quieter brake. We call this the laser control track, and its braking performance is directly comparable to alloy rims. And as an added bonus, it looks pretty sweet. All Aeolus XXX rims are constructed from the very best carbon fiber available using our proven OCLV process. These rims are laced with DT Swiss Aerolite spokes to DT Swiss Star Ratchet internals with 36 points of free hub engagement. They're available in 3 depths: Aeolus 2 at 28mm, Aeolus 4 at 47mm, and Aeolus 6 at 60mm. Each is available for rim and disc brakes with tubular and tubeless ready clincher options for all. Collectively, Aeolus XXX wheels are the fastest, lightest, and most stable aero road wheels available. Moreover, they continue the Aeolus legacy of incredible ride quality and durability. Put it all together and riders can pedal a deeper profile wheel faster and with more confidence.